Hello, welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you are new to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Pisces Tarot Love Reading, channeled love messages. Reading where we're going into their feelings for you, thoughts, intentions, what you might need to know. Don't see coming. Is anyone making a move? Let's take a deep dive, Pisces, and see what's coming through today. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us what is coming through for Pisces today. Please show us the cards. Hahu. It's the Seven of Wands in reverse, Pisces. The King of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. My gosh. The Page of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, the King of Swords in the upright. Okay, somebody's feeling kind of triggered, wants to talk to you. How are you feeling? Because it's somebody who either you're in a pause or there's some communication issues, like some discord going on, or you're not talking. And it's about this, our King of Swords, two of our kings under the Emperor here, one in the reverse, the Virgo energy here around the King of Pentacles, commitment, and the King of Swords around communication. Somebody who's triggered, who's strategizing to communicate because they got you in this energy where you're at. There's some emotional immaturity that's coming through, whether it's around chronological years or just how they're behaving. They've been really stubborn. And this has already been really slow. Yeah, there's a healing energy that's coming in, that needs to come in. That's the thing. So that's what needs to come in. We're looking at, again, the King of Swords, the Queen of Cups in reverse, Cancer energy. So really validating around that. And as you can see, we have the star here in the upright. And it wants, I'm hearing that it wants to be your overall energy, because that is somebody coming in here with healing energy. Literally getting over some pride to do that, some mature energy. Now we have the King of Wands here to apologize. Whether it's changing anything or not isn't really clear. At least not at this point. And I'm not always privy to all the details, but I tell you, we have three of the four kings under, our Emperor here. This is definitely somebody who wants to apologize to you. King of Swords, strategizing around communication, Mercury and Gemini energy. In their head, literally here, trying to get over some, I want to say definitely some pride and some ego, but it definitely just feels like trying to find a way. So it could be that some of you have blocked each other, or they've tried to talk to you, because there's definitely this like, okay, I'll hear you out energy, in our Seven of Wands in reverse, but defense is still up. Our Magician energy here, is getting really focused, access to all the elements, water, air, earth, and fire, the cups, the swords, the pentacles, and the wands. Look what it's surrounded here by crystals today in our Magician, Gemini and Virgo energy. As above, so below. So and it's connected to the throat chakra, making it happen, coming in here. I got to tell you, and here's the other thing about the snake on our Magician card and the deck I'm reading from today. And they need to shed their skin, And somebody has been they were really immature here. And what happened? They didn't follow through around the commitment energy. Two of Pentacles in reverse. That's real clear. Struggling around that. Ace of Swords. And here comes clarity as we talk about that, about what happened. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse. I'm talking to you. Communication. Is it coming out of nowhere? Maybe. And I want to validate for those of you that this has been around platonic and or physical, wanting, like that's kind of how things got here, and somebody was struggling around taking it more further, and why they've been dragging their feet or made some decisions that weren't good. That's coming up here in the communication for sure. It's not for everybody that it's around that, but there's definitely movement, and it's around, like it's literally kind of a coming out of nowhere energy here in our Ace of Swords. The energy, clarity in the relationship, communication, just even how fast it's moving, you can see, and that is a sword. It's the fastest. There's a crown there. I know what I did, what I need to do, what I need to say. There's a reunion kind of wreath here. It's all jacked up on the crown. And not surprising that the Page of Pentacles is here in reverse. Oh, wow. Because, yeah, that can be like, again, it's not necessarily around chronological years, but it can be an immature energy. And that's really validating around this struggle, not only around this commitment, what's been going on. One of those pentacles yours. What's the other one? But also just even in our messenger to communicate. They're awake in the night, formulating what to say to you. Nine of Swords energy, right in between the Ace of Swords, the King of Swords. And by the way, the Six of Swords in reverse, really validating around the fact that the conversation is just a long time coming. And it's a stagnant energy, and it's sort of like, maybe you have 1 foot, 2 feet out the door. Maybe you already do, or they know that. It's like it's definitely that energy. It's Mercury, by the way. So for me, it's also around communication and the stagnancy energy around that. But also this energy of if they're not going to, like, forget it. And as I say that, look what's coming in here. The Knight of Cups. Well. It's a Scorpio energy. It's more water energy. What is in here? A princess, Prince Charming kind of energy. What is in that cup? Healing is here, I have to say, in clarity. They're literally dumping out stars, and it's right here below the star energy. And by the way, oh my gosh, it's connected to the Four of Wands in reverse. Whoa, the clarity card is here. It was in reverse, and it just fell and flipped in the upright. The Knight of Cups in the upright, Knight of Pentacles, reverse, Knight of Wands in the upright. The only thing we're missing here is the Knight of Swords, but clarity energy has been really strong. And here it is. It's literally the clarity card. A messenger looking up at the sun. It's shining here on this bird, here on what looks like a boat in the water. It's clarity coming here. It's just super validating. And I want to also validate, for those of you that this has been around somebody who's been afraid of even marriage. Okay, that's super specific, but the energy is here in the Four of Wands. It can be like a marriage card. It's in reverse. And that's also, wow, it's really validating here. I have to say, if you were even working toward that, but somebody being stubborn about it, being afraid, or just dragging their feet. Perhaps, again, the struggle around commitment is literally around committing, and maybe even to marriage, but it could also be just talking about it or to other things around the relationship. But communication here, it definitely has this feeling of like coming kind of out of nowhere. You might be expecting it though. 8 of Pentacles is in reverse. Again, the Sun in Virgo energy, and it's connecting right here with this Four of Wands. So, and the Knight of Pentacles, which is already so slow, takes, it's the slowest moving energy, the Pentacles. Four of Wands is a pretty fast energy, but again, it's in reverse. So somebody's just been dragging their feet about marriage or next level. Again, Ace of Pentacles energy. So getting more serious, admitting feelings, or where things could go, moving in, marriage, whatever it is. They've definitely been dragging their feet here. And it's like time to, as I said, time to have the conversation, and that's what's going down. Yeah, Six of Wands. I want to validate if you can see each other at an event, a party, whatever. It's really pretty validating. The person you've been waiting on, here it is. It's the Two of Wands in reverse, and it's waiting on a Page of Cups in reverse. I mean, that tells you a lot. And that's also really validating with the reversal energy that things kind of fell apart. Things didn't pan out the way you had planned, or where you were heading, or where you were. It's delays. I need to bring in what else is coming through. That's it. The bottom of the deck, yeah. Because the Three of Wands is where you go when you get out of there, and that's in reverse. So the plans you were making or that you had or whatever, where you were, this is just super validating around the setbacks, the delays. Somebody not wanting to talk about it or saying that they're going to make this happen and then they weren't doing it. Yeah. So this is interesting because I was wondering about the Knight of Swords, and it's here. Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, all in the upright, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Like that's a very fast energy, our messenger holding onto that sword. That's clarity in the relationship. It's truth, it's transactional energy. It almost might be, it's connecting with the clarity card. It could even be for some of you that if you can see them, or even if you can't, I guess it's like waking up and maybe first thing sending a message or making a call. If you can see each other, I would say it would be at like showing up for something. Maybe even last minute. So reclusive is in reverse. And that's an energy, that's like a hermit energy for me. And this reversal is like getting out of that energy. So for sure, this energy coming in around what this person has to say, it's communication, it's clarity. Are you still here? Are you still waiting? Because there's definitely a self-defensive energy that's here. And there's definitely a lot of healing that needs to come in. And that's the one thing I do also like about the Magician, is not only is it connected to the throat chakra, but there's an alchemizing energy there. Yeah, look, the Nine of Cups is here. It feels like definitely an apology that you never thought would come. Pisces, this is your energy. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. And it's here with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, wow. Both the King and the Queen of Pentacles are here. The King of Pentacles in reverse. So it does connect me to the two of you and also the imbalance around it. But what I do like about the Queen of Pentacles is that's a lot of Gaia energy. I think of her as my protege to the Empress. Can make just about anything work, like really resourceful energy. And there is a pretty persistent energy that's coming through here. Somebody who's waking up and finally making the call or sending the message, or maybe even showing up for something. And it feels like, let's look and see. Yeah, wow. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Two of Cups in the upright, Hangman in reverse, which is your energy, Pisces. And this is Cancer energy. What I wanted to say is it feels like that what they have to say could really put things on a path back together, or on the same path again, the right path if you're not even apart. I think it's really specific. And as I'm bringing that in, what they're rushing in to say to you is that they love you here. I love you too. The Two of Cups is here. And I want to validate, again, if this is around platonic and or physical, I want to validate that, boy, it sure took them long enough to say it. But if you want to know, do they feel the same way? Yes. That is here. And that's the thing. There's a lot of healing energy here. They cannot literally get here fast enough. So again, getting out of the reclusive energy in reverse. A certain amount of time, for some of you, a lot of time has passed. You know, where you go into the star, you come out of the tower. You know, what went on there? Be like a cooling off period, like a timing energy. And that's really strong in the Hangman for me, which is your energy, Pisces, Major Arcana, indecision and inaction, and time will only tell. It's like getting out of there finally, breaking this silence if you are not talking at all, or ending no contact, showing up for something, whatever. They're coming in really fast, but they've held on to the feelings for a longer time. So if you want to know how they feel or how they feel about the future, it's for sure coming in. The clarity of how they feel is here, and they're coming in really fast to tell you this. And I have to say, these are hanging off. If this is because they're panicked because something's going on with you, well, now you know. But it definitely feels it's been forever and ever and a long time, and now it feels like it's moving fast. The bottom of the deck, oh, look, Dreamer is here. In a boat, passing the clouds, not just head in the clouds, they're actually above them, connecting with sort of like the third set, interestingly enough. The possibilities, you could say. Look what's here, Union. Oracle It's right here on the Two of Cups. Below the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. The soulmate energy is here in the Two of Cups, and I do want to validate, for those of you on a twin flame journey, it is not for everyone. So don't kill the messenger. If you're not, or you don't care about it, it's not for you, don't worry. I just want to bring it through that energy is here. You know, that may not be entailing, I got to tell you that there's not a union going on right now, and that's it. It's coming out of separation. And that's the future is forward. What is here is the clarity and feelings, and somebody who wants you to know that. So whatever journey you're on, it has been dragging on and on. Things have been falling apart. It's really clear. But what this person has to say, I feel like you want to hear. You've heard some of it here already. And how validating is this? As you can see in the Oracle deck I chose for you today, Pisces, it's the voice. And it's two people in this mouth that's open, and they're standing on the World card. They're standing on the World, which brings in the World card, the end of a cycle. Also soulmate energy. And when you come out of that, you move into the Fool, a new path. Whether you're taking a chance, there's a new beginning together or apart. This conversation, what they have to say for sure, it's right in between the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups, leading to the Six of Wands below the Star. And over here, of course, to the Two of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, what they have to say you want to hear, and it's going to definitely change everything. There's life-changing kind of energy. It brings in some Lover's card energy too. Look what is here. The wish fulfillment energy is strong, written in the stars. The Star, the Nine of Cups, your energy, Jupiter energy. Jupiter and Pisces, 1 cup shy of the 10 of Cups, long life together. Whether it's getting more serious, blending families, introducing to families, moving in, whatever it is, maybe even family energy for some of you in marriage, the energy is quite strong, and the 10th cup is here and the Two of Cups. The wish card came down. The Star, the Nine of Cups, wishes have already been made here, and it's right on the Star. It's like renewal, clarity, hope, stars aligning. Earth Mother is here. That is Empress energy. The Queen of Pentacles being my protege to the Empress. Again, it's a lot of Gaia healing energy. So first and foremost, I really like that. But it's also validating that somebody is ready. That was not. What's been hiding in the Moon? What has been hiding in the Moon is already really clear here. Literally with the Clarity card. The Knight of Swords rushing in to say it. Against this voice oracle card, the Two of Cups, they do love you. What's here is, it's complicated, I feel like. It feels very complicated. It's been slow, and you've really been like, get it together here. As I say that, transformation is here. I'm here, where are you? It's like my other half energy. It also brings in the Death card energy, I have to say. This might be the first reading this week where the Death card hasn't come down in this cycle of zodiac signs, because it just has been coming down in every reading, upright, reversal, different things going on. But interesting, it does bring in that energy, and it's sort of like, well, major changes. Something, it's like time either to move on past what has happened and move forward, or move on energy could also be here. Transform, rebirth. Somebody's waiting. It's kind of like this. Look. How do you feel about me? How do you feel about the future? Because that hand is pointing down actually at the Moon of what's been hidden there. Yeah, guarded. Guarded is the Seven of Wands in reverse, which is literally the first energy on the table today. Grounded, and the last one here is wisdom. It's the World again. Somebody has their arms wrapped around the world. Look, there's the emotional flow. There's roots here. It's definitely, this connects me to the root chakra, which is also connected to the World card energy. The Emperor as well. And it's like there's a grounded energy. Like I know what I want, the future energy. It's like getting out of this cycle, which has been really clear. Are there roots somewhere else between the two of you, like literally in location or to work or to other people? Are these your roots here? I kind of feel like They're yours, but there might be other things that have been going on. It's coming here with wisdom. An owl is actually a Scorpio, zodiac-wise, and somebody has a lot of information. They've been up in the night thinking about it. Nine of Swords, Nine of Swords. They can't get to you fast enough. It's really clear. It's connecting here with our Six of Wands. The grounded energy. So somebody knows what they did, what they need to do, what they want, how they feel, what they're about to do. And I have some love messages that, okay, that are already just kind of coming out. All right. The Tarot Closet, channeled love messages. Love messages from your person, from their higher self. Those three are yours. The bottom of the deck, Pisces. I have a confession to make. Yeah, there's a lot of, that this person really, I don't know if they don't normally sleep, it's just now. They definitely, we already know about the feelings here. What else is going on in those confessions? I want to return, yeah, I want to return, but I'm a big chicken. But we also see that movement that is beginning to take place. Are you ready to know the truth? Yes, I'm going to answer. Soul connection. It's here between Union and Earth Mother, the Empress energy, and it's right below our Two of Cups. I was stupid. Are you not connected? If you're not, I spy on you. Even if you are, you could just be looking at social media or other people's, talking to other people. It was me, not you. I was stupid. Is there something also that this person has needed to change in that transformational energy? Stop doing. This has been really so clear today. I stay awake thinking of you. It's kind of off the charts clear, actually. I'm sorry I ghosted you. And the last channeled love message. Wow. Pisces, I don't want to lose you forever. If they have, they don't want to lose you. If they don't want to lose you forever, and if they haven't, they don't want to lose you. And they don't want to lose you forever. I mean, it's the same message, really. Beautiful Pisces. Thank you for joining me, the Tarot Closet. I'll see you next time.